it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another speed build, or maybe I should call this a speed furnish, because I didn't really build anything with the build tools. I just placed a lot of things down on a lot, because today we are creating a campground. I had mentioned wanting to do this a few weeks back when I made kind of a solar panel cabin here in Granite Falls, if you guys would be interested in seeing a campground. And a lot of you guys were like, yes, please. And I had so much fun with this because we got to do so much landscaping. And as you can see, I'm using a lot of like the debug and show live edit objects stuff on this lot. And I just went to town with landscaping for a very long time. So hopefully you guys are in store to see that, and it sounds fun because there's a ton of it. And so basically, I don't remember how much this lot actually costs, but I did write down how much it costs to stay here per night, since it isn't a livable world without mods. It's a vacation world, so if you wanted to come and camp on this campground, it's going to cost your Sims 240 simoleons per night. And there ends up being 4 tents here. One's a 4-person tent and the other 3 are 2-person tents. So there's plenty of space for your Sims and their friends. And there's a couple activities here as well. But one really exciting thing is that this build, or this lot, is only base game and outdoor retreat. So as long as you have an outdoor retreat, you can go here, which I was really excited to do. I wasn't sure if I was going to be missing some things and really wanted to add a couple of things. Like, I did consider adding the scouting board from Seasons, but I figured the couple of things I wanted to add are things, if you had those packs, you could easily plop down and it would enrich your gameplay. But if you only had outdoor retreat, this would be fully playable for you guys. So I like doing restricted pack builds from time to time, and I'll probably do some more in the future, but this one was really fun. And as you can see, this is kind of where I laid out the tents. I moved them a tiny bit as we figure out a pathway through here and like a nice area in the middle for them to hang out together and cook up some stuff. We end up having the fire pit as well as, I think, 2 barbecues, so you can definitely make a lot of food here. There is the public bathroom stalls. I couldn't remember if you could shower in those or not, so I ended up adding a shower towards the end of the build as well, and a separate sink. Like, you have everything you need to camp here. It might not be as luxurious as staying in one of the cabins, but you definitely will have everything you need. Although, since I didn't include anything else, I don't have anything for pets, but if you have cats and dogs and you want to bring your cat or dog with you camping, you can easily just grab bowls and place them down here. Plus, I think you can buy them at the ranger station if you have cats and dogs installed. I'm not sure. I think you could also buy like toddler beds and stuff there if you wanted to. So I haven't played with Outdoor Retreat in quite some time, so I'm not entirely sure what you can buy at the ranger station, but I do know that a lot of the supplies you might need, you can get there, and I'm pretty sure it expands based on what packs you have installed, but I think it's just for cats and dogs. I could be wrong, though. You might have to bring your own bowls. But anyway, we're just adding some clutter around the middle here. I wanted to make sure we had a cooler over here. We have some decorative pots and pans and cereal boxes. And then, of course, I had to add this little statue. I don't actually remember his name. He has a name, but he's like a little moose guy. And some signage around as well. To kind of make it feel like this is an established place, even though it's super overgrown, which it doesn't look overgrown yet, but it's gonna. I love landscaping, and this build really allowed me to play with that. And actually, I worked on a bunch of builds this weekend. There's more I want to work on. There's like more things I want to build, but I did a lot of landscaping this weekend. I noticed that was a trend in what I was working on, is like landscaping central builds. So I feel like I want to do more of those, but I also need to do something that's not all landscaping like this build is, but we'll see. At the same time, I really want to build a park at some point because that would mostly be landscaping, and I haven't built a park in years. I did one on live stream a couple years ago, and if you've been around for a while, it was the birth of a character called Sananana. So I was live streaming a park, and it had like an indoor pool and sauna area, and we put a snowman in it. Anyway, I won't get into it because it's hard to explain, and I know it's not funny hearing it back. But I think those streams are somewhere on the channel still. They were like a park build from years ago, but if you know what I'm talking about, yeah, that was the last time I built a park. I think that was in 2017 or 2016. I don't remember which year, but I definitely need to build another park at some point. I mean, this is pretty close. It's just a camping park, right? That's what this is? I think it is. And I love these trees. I feel like I never get to use them because they only really make sense in this world. But I think they look so pretty, and I feel like this place just looks really nestled in. At least I hope it does. I hope you guys think it looks natural and nice, and I don't know. I had a lot of fun with it. So it was really cool using some of these plants. They have some harsh shadows on some of them, but it didn't bother me as much when I was layering them, and your Sims should be able to get into all the tents and such just fine. I'm pretty sure I play tested that if I'm remembering correctly. I did a lot of building this weekend, but if not, you can totally nudge those over. And if you want to build on this lot while your Sims are already here, you're going to have to enter a cheat, which is bb.enable free build, I believe. Otherwise, you can just enter it from the build screen. You can just click on the lot and click build there, and there'll be no issues. Because I do get a lot of questions on how I build on the lots here or in Salvadorada, or just like places you normally shouldn't be able to build on once you're visiting. So that's how you can do it, either just from the world selection screen or while you're here entering that sheet, and you'll just pop right into build mode and be able to change whatever you'd like. So that's a hefty. That's not a word. Nifty. I wanted to say helpful and nifty, and I was like, that's a hefty thing to know. That is a nifty, little cheat to be aware of. But of course, just more landscaping. We're adding our little grills over here. I believe I also add a picnic table. I think I wanted to add 2, but I just added 1 in the end. And of course, this little card table as well. I feel like I never use these card tables, but they're a fun little thing to do while you're camping. And I didn't really include any electronics here. I think I thought about adding a stereo, but I added a guitar in the end, so you could just make your own music that way. I just thought it would be really cute and cozy. And I've actually never fully been camping, but I also don't know how well I would do with that. I'm not a super outdoorsy person, but I do think it's a fun thing to do in The Sims from time to time, especially for some storylines, like have the family go camping, they get chased by the bear. Somebody gets mosquitoes all up in their face. And the herbalism skill, you can learn a lot of that stuff through here. You can go visit the hermit. There's a secret lot, or kind of like a secret world, sort of, through hidden retreat, outdoor retreat. That there's this hermit living there in this secluded area, and it's really pretty there. I actually don't remember exactly how to get there, but it is through this world somewhere. And it's a really pretty lot. I would actually love to rebuild that lot at some point and make it all nice and pretty for the hermit and kind of play up that persona and how I would imagine their home would look. Let me know if you guys would like me to do that. I think that could be really, really fun because it'll be a place you could always visit. Granted, you're not going to be able to live there, but you could always go there and just never leave. And the hermit could be your roommate or your mentor or something. They can teach you the way of the herbalism skill. I think that would be really cool. Anyway, we are just adding some lanterns around the middle part. They don't really put any light off, but I thought they looked nice. They were from the Show Live Edit Objects cheat, and I thought they fit the area really well, so I wanted to place those down. I also wanted to address, if I sound quieter or anything, I just, rearranged my desk setup a couple days ago, and this is the first voiceover I'm doing since. My monitors are mounted above my desk now, and so my mic is higher up above them, so my mic is a little further away, so hopefully everything's okay, but I might edit this in I might up the volume in my editing software anyway. But I just wanted to address if I sounded a little bit different. The mic's a little bit farther away now, just based on my new setup. But I'm really enjoying having more desk space by having my monitors above the desk instead of on the desk, which is really, really cool. I was really excited about it. And yeah, anyway, we're almost done here. Just more landscaping, because that's pretty much all this build is landscaping. Lots of rocks. I quite enjoyed adding different structures of rocks that we got with this pack in here, and just grasses and stuff. And this is where we're adding that shower out back to make sure your Sims can shower, because I couldn't remember if you could in there or not, and if you can, then you just have another shower, which I thought was nice, and just trying to make it look a little bit more like it was supposed to be there, not just randomly there. So a little bit more landscaping as well, and I just hit my desk. But anyway, on that note, we are coming to the end of the video. We're about to go into screenshots. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications so you'll be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.